Hello, First Christian Church. Some of you are probably looking at this video and saying, that face looks somewhat familiar. Others of you are probably saying, who is that guy? So let me introduce myself or reintroduce myself, whatever the case may be. My name is Stan Hagadone, and in 1973, First Christian Church called me to be its associate minister. I have no idea what you may have seen in me to make that call, but let me tell you what I saw in First Christian Church that motivated me to respond to that call. I had just completed my theological education at Bright Divinity School, and although I had served in two student churches, I felt like I needed more experience before I became a senior minister. And so when the call came, I took it seriously. I came out and visited with the folks there in San Angelo, and the more I learned about the church, the more appealing it became. I learned that the church was a healthy church, that it had had a series of ministers who had served it well and left the church in good shape before they departed. I was also attracted to the idea of working with Mike Waco, the senior minister, and Ron Lowe, the minister of music and youth. We seemed to have a lot in common and seemed to be able to work well together. Even though my wife Kay and I had never spent much time in West Texas, we soon learned that it was a place where we could make a home. And so courageously we set out west from Fort Worth, and in the summer of '73, I began my ministry and we established our residence in San Angelo. The 4 years that I spent there as your associate minister were among the happiest and most fulfilling of my life. While I was there, I learned to preach, to do pastoral care, to do administration. And one thing I also learned working with Mike and with Ron and with the lay leadership of the church, that although ministry was serious business, it could be fun. There was a lot of laughter, a lot of joy, and a lot of commitment to the task of being about the church in San Angelo. The other thing I learned about San Angelo soon after I arrived was the high esteem that the church was held in the community. Wherever I would go, when I introduced myself as a minister of First Christian Church, people will nod and say, that's a good church. And they would point out that something that the church was doing in the community. During that time, Mike and Ron and I developed a sense of collegiality that enabled us to work together along with the office staff, Nettie Myers and Sandra Poppy, who kept us in line and reminded us of things we needed to do that we might have overlooked in our enthusiasm for other areas of ministry. When I left 4 years later, there's one thing that I recognized that you gave me. It was truly a gift, and that was the gift of encouragement. When ministers first start out in a new church, where they're young or they're old or they're somewhere in between, the thing they most need from those that they are seeking to serve in the congregation is encouragement and affirmation. Not a false sense of encouragement, of affirmation, but a genuine sense that we believe in you, we expect good things of you, and we are here to be by your side and to share in the ministry with you. So I want to thank you for giving me the gift of encouragement that has taken me through my ministry, not just in San Angelo, but at Midway Hills Christian Church, where I served for 13 years, and on the staff of Bright Divinity School, where I served for 20 years. I know you're getting ready to initiate your capital campaign. The truth is, you've already initiated it. First Christian Church has a gift that's rare in the church, and that's the gift of discernment. What you've been doing in preparation for actually initiating the giving part of the capital campaign is to prayerfully and thoughtfully seek, what can we do to serve not only the church and its members, but how can we serve the community and those most in need. I'm impressed with all that you're seeking to do, expanding your food pantry, remaking your worship space, and also creating a window to the community where people can come and relax and feel at home. I like the idea of Christ, congregation, and community. That's what I expected of First Christian Church, and you've brought it about. I want to wish you the best because I too believe in you, love you, expect great things of you, and wish you all the best as we move forward.